for the main event, Tale of the Tape. Brought to you by Dave & Buster's, the only place to eat, drink, play, and watch sports.
You can look at everything you want, bigger, bigger, bigger on Bader's side, but look at the reach of Mo, and he is good at getting inside with that reach.
And the bell goes. Fight Clock brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste and only 96 calories. Bellator light heavyweight champion Ryan Bader competing for the first time at heavyweight. He's already dropped the ball with the left hand. Ryan Dog Bader. And Bader beats King Mo Lawal in lightning quick fashion. Mamma mia! The replay.
Morrow, take a look at what occurs here. He comes down, boom, that left hook just stuns Mo. Puts him back on his heels, comes after him, and look at when Bader's on top of you, that leg hit him didn't help. You see Mo get in trouble, he starts to go flat, the shots keep coming, and when he's on the ground with Bader on top of trouble, look at that left hand right there. That left hand hit hard. It's almost the same type of reaction that you got as far as Javi Ayala with Czech Congo. That straight shot that just jolts your chin down.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, the end comes. 15 seconds into round number one. The winner by knockout, now advancing in the heavyweight World Grand Prix, Ryan Darth Bader.
Roy Nelson, the oldest competitor in the heavyweight Grand Prix, a few months older than Fedor.
And I'll tell you, look at that record though. Mitrione thought, hey, I've really caught up to him. I was a beginner last time. Mitrione's no longer a beginner, but he's nowhere near as experienced as Roy.
Matt Mitrione, here we go. Roy Nelson in the red gloves. Matt Mitrione, the southpaw, in the blue gloves.
Mitrione already moving, already light on his feet. It's very amazing for a man as big as him. I mean, he's pushing 260, he's pushing 6'3", to be able to bounce around like that. He touched Roy a little bit. It takes more than touching Roy Nelson, but he did touch him a little bit there to Mitrione. And now watch him, Goldie, he's already circled. This is so smart. You want to avoid a right hand? Move left and move right. You can pick one. It can be either one, but keep moving.
Good jab by Mitrione and the uppercut.
And there's the double cross we talked about. Roy does have that in his arsenal.
Big shots from Mitrione. Country covering up.
Smart right there. A lot of people are going to disagree with that decision. That's smart. Mitrione does not need to empty the tank right now.
Nor get into a brawl, which he talked about over and over again.
I am so impressed. I realize we're only 90 seconds in. I am so impressed at how Mitrione is using that range. With other guys on the card tonight, we've talked about it. They haven't used that jab. They haven't used that range. Mitrione knows how to use this distance.
That inside leg kick stung Big Country.
Yeah, it looked like it kind of fumbled him a little bit, didn't it?
Came away awkwardly with that lead leg.
Now, I will remind you though, Goldie, this is par for the course for Roy Nelson. He takes a little bit to find his target. He takes a little bit before he gets in there and lands those shots. We've seen this plenty of times.
Came over with the elbow a moment ago. Mitrione once again the aggressor again. Roy Nelson has only been stopped 2 times in 37 professional fights. Has not been stopped since Mark Hunt did it in 2014.
Oh, Mitrione. Throws 2 or 3 low inside kicks, uses that same leg, comes up to the head. Crafty.
He threw 9 kicks in the first fight. He said, I want to hide my kicks behind my hands.
Well, there's a lot of fighting left to do, but if Mitrione just duplicates this minute after minute, very impressive. That inside cut kick has really surprised me. I haven't seen him.
Oh, again with that lead uppercut, Chael.
Yeah, very
It's almost that scoop, and it's connected.
There's that big shot. Wow, Mitrione stuffs it. Sure he does with his hips. Excellent job, excellent defense.
Matt spends a bunch of time with the Purdue wrestling team. Big Cat, Tom Erickson. Of course, a proud Purdue Boilermaker, Mitrione. Played football. I've said it many times with Drew Brees back in the day. 3 minutes into round 1. Nelson looking to pressure Mitrione.
I think Nelson's just kind of going, hey, wait a second. Let me get my hands on you here. Clean up a little time. Let me let you feel my weight for a minute. Let me let you feel my strength for a little bit. And most importantly, stop you from hopping around. He's not good up on that takedown. There it is. Wow, I really thought that Mitrione was out of the woods. I thought he had perfect takedown defense. 90 seconds to go in the round. This is still anybody's round.
Talented black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Renzo Gracie. But Roy Nelson has not won a fight by submission in 11 and a half years.
So you're saying he's due?
He's maybe a little bit overdue.
Oh, excellent pass right there. Gets an underhook on the far side. Brings that leg through with a slicer motion. Now he's the side of Mitrione. If he starts landing some strikes, Goldie, and he's going to be able to with the fence holding him on one side and Roy's body blocking him on the other, he can still grab this round. He hasn't done it yet, but he can.
And much like Randy Couture, Roy Nelson loves the mounted crucifix. So far, Matt doing a good job of neutralizing any ground attack from Big Country.
Yeah, he is. Hey, listen, Roy's not going to win this round, in my opinion, unless he gets some strikes off here. I still feel Mitrione's done enough, even losing this position here. "15 seconds. Remember, this is a 3-round fight. Big shot from Big Country here late in round number 1. Success early.
And that is a risky lead punch because your hand goes down. So far, so good with that. Scoop, Chael. Round 1 to Mitrione?
Yeah, I certainly think so. I mean, no question in the strikes. He gave up that position at the end, but I don't feel that Roy did enough with it.
That kick again, you know, it's the southpaw against the orthodox fighter. So those lead kicks are going into the knee, almost an inside leg kick against Roy. Matt has flung that left leg back a couple of times already.
And Manny's going to be a little busier. It's one of the things that really helped him in the first round until he got pinned on the fence. He was going left, he was going right, he was really using those feet. I think he needs to do that. Look, we've seen Roy Nelson get outstruck early before, but he comes inside and it doesn't seem to hurt him as much as it does other guys, and he still finds that big shot.
I think a lot of people are geeked for this tournament. Mr. Wonderful, the former light heavyweight champion Phil Davis watching, along with the bantamweight champion Darian Caldwell.
A couple of good fighters right there.
Absolutely. Look at the bruising and the swelling on the lead leg, the knee area of Big Country when we get the different angle, and it's from those inside leg kicks.
Mitrione's just not throwing any air balls tonight. Everything. Every time a fist leaves in a forward direction, every time a kick leaves in a forward direction, he's hitting something.
So you're saying so far his precision is pretty precise.
Oh, it's just incredible. Yes, his precision is precise.
Wow, that's good. I like that.
But I would like to see, there you go. See how he's moving a little left and a little bit back the other direction. He needs to keep doing that because Roy is measuring him constantly. I've seen Roy fight too many times and have too many slow starts, and it turns out that's just where old Brer Rabbit wants to be.
Well, and you know what? Roy Nelson is always one big swing from victory, as are most of our heavyweights.
I will tell you, these combinations and these shots and angles Mitrione is throwing tonight are very confusing. I mean, he looks like he's going to throw a jab, then he throws it straight. He looks like he's going to throw a jab, and then he throws this lead uppercut. This thing's crazy. I mean, he's throwing a lead uppercut with no setup.
See how that lead leg of Country holds up. Roy Nelson pushing forward. Little cut below his left eye.
Right there again, Mitrione just leads with a rear cross straight to the face.
Matt doesn't mind carrying those hands low. And again, the heavy kick. Oh my.
Smart, very
Absolutely.
smart. Yeah, he hits him low, and then he comes high.
Matt said, hey, I'm going to go for the 3-piece if the 4-piece isn't there. I'll go for the 2-piece if the 3-piece isn't there because I don't want to go hunting for one too many and get caught by Nelson.
jabs by Mitrione. They're just finding their mark. Roy's got to get a little bit busier. I mean, we can sit here and speculate that, oh, he's trying to find his range. Well, we're more than halfway through this contest. Those moments are done. It's time to start swinging.
Mitrione 3-0 inside the Bellator cage. 2 first-round finishes. His other victory, a second-round finish. Big uppercut just misses from Big Country. Big deep breath from Mitrione. Conditioning is one thing. Adrenaline dump can be a whole different subject. There's a lot of buildup for this one, and a lot on the line.
Big shot right there. Mitrione got his hand up though, stuffed it.
Country faked the takedown. Now he's looking for it.
Well, I think one question on this, I got it. Hey, what took you so long, Roy? I mean, it worked in the first round. You put him against the fence, you changed elevation, you drug him down. What took you so long?
4,227 days since Roy's last submission win. The end of round 1, Nelson tried to do some work on the ground. Going to try to do the same here late in round 2.
Goldie, I strongly stick to the opinion that holding position is not going to win the first round or this round. He's going to have to do it with blunt force objects known as fists and elbows. And I don't believe that Roy agrees with me. I think that he thinks having the only takedown of the round is enough.
10 seconds. Country, no damage yet. Round 2 in the books. 5 minutes remain. Matt Mitrione, third and final round. Roy Nelson down 2 rounds to none.
Yeah, I'm quite sure he has. About the only thing that he's had the upper edge on is the positioning. He got those great takedowns. I would be surprised if he doesn't understand that those takedowns are really working pretty well. Push him back against the fence, look for one early here, and try to get him out of there.
Very patient and calculated attack from Mitrione, who throws that left hand into the beard of Roy Nelson.
This is one of the most disciplined fights I've ever seen Matt Mitrione in. To go out and do this game plan for a minute, for 2 minutes, is one thing. To stick with it round by round by round, of moving your feet, staying busy, always attacking him before he can attack you, getting off the cage, scrambling when you need to. Very, very impressive by Mitrione.
And Chael, you're a fighter. You've been a fighter your entire life. I don't care if it was 5+ years ago. Matt Mitrione remembers getting knocked out by Roy Nelson.
Absolutely, absolutely. Confidence does mean something, and both of these guys remember that. Roy knows, hey, I know I can beat this guy. I already have. And Mitrione knows, hey, I know I can lose to this guy because I already have. The discipline that Mitrione is showing, as well as his skills. The skills are incredible here. I gotta go back and figure out how he's doing this lead uppercut. But the discipline, something's to be said for it here.
Both men breathing heavy here with 3.5 left. Country needs to do something big if he's going to advance to round 2. Can he get it a lot earlier this round, Chael? Yep. Now he's got some time to work. Actually, he had some time in the first couple of rounds as well.
Right. Yeah, that's right. And to your point,
yeah.
Does he understand that this is not enough? A takedown's not enough. It's never been enough since they've set these cages up. That's not been enough. But to pin a guy up against the fence and start to land shots is. I'm not positive that Roy realizes that for some reason. Tonight, I'm not sure what it is he's looking for, but I don't believe he's found it so far.
And he's certainly getting outscored on the feet. Big time.
Big time. I mean, he's posturing up right now. What he's looking to do is get Mitrione to drop below that knee so he can slide it across and pass guard. In a straight jiu-jitsu competition, that would be rewarded. In the cage tonight, it will barely be noticed.
Chris lights out Lytle. The bonus king, like always in the corner of Mitrione along with Henry Hooft. Just past the midway point of our 3rd and final round.
Now, Roy's been looking for this all night, and I've been trying to figure out if he's got some submission hold that I'm just not seeing. I know that he hasn't locked it up, but is he setting something up? He's been coming over the head all night and just trying to extend this position. From what I know of the sport, that just equates to a pass should everything go well, and there's the pass. I'm not seeing the submission, but he's using so much effort to set up here. Now, I understand this position. We call it.
Trying to get that arm pin. So far, so good. Looking for a mounted crucifix.
Oh, you got it. Big problems right here for Mitrione. And this is a very tough spot to get out of, so then it just comes down to how big are the shots and how long is the ref going to let me stay here.
Mitrione trying to get some type of defense going. Continuous shots from Big Country.
I thought he was going to get that arm in there. He did. This is a bad spot.
Yeah, Mitrione is in big trouble here. He's looking right at the ref, Dan Murgliata, saying, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
And I realize Roy isn't loading up, but a heavyweight can do some damage, and the referee knows that. Roy's job, stay busy. Mitrione's job, keep convincing that ref I'm okay.
Under a minute now. The momentum has changed drastically. Maybe crank on that arm for a second.
Good series there by Roy.
Yeah.
I'm kind of on the edge of my seat here as they're in that position. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay.
Mitrione is up. And right back down. 20 seconds remain in this fight. Just getting up for that 5 to 10 seconds for Matt Mitrione there, Chael, is huge.
Oh, absolutely. No jeopardy of the ref stepping in and stopping it. Gonna let him work. Sees that he's intelligently defending.
And wait for the judges' scorecard.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone 3 complete rounds in our main event, we'll go now to your 3 judges at cage side. Your first judge, Dave Chiarelli, scores the fight 28 to 28. He scores the fight even. His scorecard, however, overruled by judges Eric Colon and Dave Peabody, both scoring the fight 29 to 28 for the winner by majority decision. Now advancing in the heavyweight world Grand Prix,
Matt Mitrione told me this.
You know, look at this. When you look at the records and everything, all that goes out the windows. The weight is the difference. 240 to 261. Frank Mir needs to utilize that size advantage to beat Fedor tonight.
2 of the best heavyweights in MMA history. Fedor versus Mir has begun. Fight clock brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste and only 96 calories. Emelianenko and Mir both capable of sending the other to a quiet place.
Frank Mir is doing exactly what he needed to do.
Emelianenko early.
Backing him up. That's smart.
And Emelianenko with a takedown on Mir. And Emelianenko catching Mir with a sweeping left hook. 30 seconds of fury here to kick off the main event.
Take a look on Frank Mir's face. He's sitting there like, okay, that was fun. Good
Mir with a straight left hand. And Emelianenko clips Mir. Emelianenko with ground and pound on Mir. Fedor Emelianenko has turned back time. Fedor advances to the semifinals in the Bellator Heavyweight World Grand Prix.
Take a look at this. Left hand. Steps back. There was some good action between. They both hurt each other. Nice straight left hand by Mir, but here it comes. He gets hit. Boom. That left uppercut lands right on Mir's chin, and he is hurt. Watch the action again. Good straight left by Frank. He's coming in. He gets caught right here. Drops him down. He's stunned. Fedor comes up under the arm with a smart shot. Here it is again. Boom! Look at that head snap. That's what puts you out. This is what heavyweights are about, and this is the power that Fedor has always had in both hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, it comes to an end. 48 seconds into round number 1. The winner by TKO. Now advancing in the heavyweight world Grand Prix, the last Emperor, Fedor Emelianenko.
They are the same age. They are not, John, the same weight.
No, they aren't. That weight is going to make a difference. Even though Chael's saying the lighter guy has the advantage, he's the guy that's going to have to wrestle all of that 253 pounds. That is not an easy thing to do.
Here we go! Tonight's Fight Club brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste and only 96 calories. Southpaw Chael Sonnen in the blue gloves, Rampage in the red gloves.
Chael's doing a good job coming out, utilizing footwork, bouncing around, moving. Big overhand left. He needs to keep throwing that, keep Rampage off balance. Rampage likes to tuck and roll and come in with a left hook or a right overhand. And when he hits like a Mack truck.
Tuck and roll, Mike Tyson style. Rampage has scored some of the most vicious knockouts in MMA history. Chael had never fought before tonight, and it's just starting, John. It never fought or even wrestled at heavyweight.
No, it is a different feel for him. But he's a guy that would fight anybody, anywhere. He has fought the very best out there. Look, when you go 5 rounds with Anderson Silva and you win 4 of them easily, some of them 10-8, that's saying that, you know what, you can fight. The one thing that Chael can't get hit is with power. Power is going to hurt him. It's going to cause him to stop his attack. And when he stops his attack, that's going to be trouble. That
overhand left has landed a couple of times early for Chael. Started training with Dan Henderson in 1999, a professional since age 19. The old Team Quest with Randy Couture and company. Big shots by Rampage.
The one thing that Chael's really got going for him here is he doesn't worry about Rampage taking him down. He knows that Rampage wants to stand and throw. Rampage knows that Chael wants to take him down, but right now, Chael's not forcing the takedown. This is a smart game plan. This is smart fighting by Chael.
Rampage and Bobby Rimmer have always had a great relationship. You saw some of the social media posts and digital media that we did for you prior to this fight. You can see they have a lot of fun too, Rimmer and Rampage. They clinch for the first time.
See, and that was a good move to clinch, and immediately Rampage turned him around, which is smart for Rampage. Chael has his hands clasped together. He's got an S grip right now. That's not gonna, there you go. That's Quentin Jackson.
Yep.
Yeah, picking him up, dropping him down, saying, oh, get up.
Why every time Quentin fights do we go Ricardo Arona?
Look at, he has a lower back made out of cable. It is unbelievable how strong his back is, and he can do that to anybody.
Round 1 of 3 5-minute rounds scheduled in this, our first battle in the 2018 Bellator Heavyweight Grand Prix. Chael tried the flying knee.
Nice move by Chael, man. He's opening up. He's doing different attacks. That's going to keep Quentin a little bit unsure and not so quick with those hands coming out.
Again, over the top, that left has landed, John.
It has landed multiple times, and that's exactly what Chael needs to do. Just keep touching him. Don't think you're going to knock him out. The guy has got a granite chin. But if I touch him enough, it will slow him down to where I can do whatever I want. That's going to be just an incredible fight between the ex-Pride heavyweight champion and the ex-UFC heavyweight champion.
Big country, Matt Mitrione, Ryan Bader, King Mo, the other side of the bracket. Chael striking looks sharp.
He's doing good because he's keeping his hands busy. He's not waiting. He's not, that right there, good attack by Rampage, but Chael is keeping those hands going, which is keeping Quentin from being offensive. It's a good attack by Chael.
And at $10,000 per takedown, so far Rampage is okay.
Good thing that Chael doesn't have to pay Rampage for the takedowns he gets. He'd be 10,000 down.
Again, low, high, and there we go, there's one.
This is a great position. Chael has outstanding submissions, but he doesn't have a whole lot of time left in the round. There's only 30 seconds left now. Quinton's going to sit there, grab wrist, try to just ride this out from this position.
This could, though, especially late in the round, put Chael Sonnen up 1 love.
Right now, Chael is squeezing more head than he is neck, and that's not going to get it. Rampage does a good job of turning out, gets the underhook. But Chael can go for that guillotine.
Final seconds of round 1. One no contest. Round 2. Rampage in the red, Chael in the blue. Big swing and a couple of misses by Rampage.
Notice that this is where that size difference, even though Chael says size doesn't make a difference, you saw how Rampage just turns him around. That is what that size will do for you.
If they break and strike again, Rampage's corner, Bobby Rimmer and Tiki were saying, look for the right, look for the right.
Right now, Chael's being hesitant in bringing up that leg, trying for a knee, because the last time he got high crotched right up by Rampage and brought straight down to the ground. It doesn't feel good. It does shock the body, and he's trying to keep himself in a position where he's safe.
Ryan Bader, you know, talking earlier with Jay and Josh and saying this is, you know, perhaps the most exciting thing in MMA right now. I don't think it's perhaps. I think this is, because they are legendary fighters who want to continue to develop and state their legacy.
Well, they're both, look at this heavyweight Grand Prix. It's awesome when you look at who's in it and what it's going to prove. Rampage has been fighting 50-5. Beautiful inside trip by Chael Sonnen to get the takedown. Now he's in the top position. This is where he wants to be.
So that's perhaps 20,000.
It might be $20,000 down.
Don't know the deal. Rampage said he will give Chael Sonnen $10,000 per takedown. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, though. It's who walks away and advances to round 2.
The real question is he going to say, well, I got you down, so that's $10,000?
That's fair.
What you see from Chael Sonnen, that's what we call a can opening, starting to bring his hands together. It's not the smartest thing. It does open the guard. Quinton's in an open guard right now. This is a good position for him. Chael's going after him, trying to land the big shot, trying to keep his head up high. It's all smart, good ground fighting by Chael Sonnen. Here he's passing the leg, steps over it. Beautiful job of getting himself right into a half guard.
Rampage has clearly stated it over and over. I'm an alpha male, that's how I fight. Just surpassed the midway point of this 3-round fight.
Chael is in that half guard and he's utilizing a good shoulder pressure with his right shoulder. We're going to cut right across Rampage's chin and neck, but it's not going to stop Rampage Jackson. It's not going to keep him from doing anything. Right now, Rampage is almost just kind of waiting to see if he can let the referee stand him up. Same Kimura that Chael tried to get Vanderlei Silva in right here. He needs to extend that arm, bring it back. He needs, if he can get his right leg over the top of Quinton's head, that's going to bring Quinton's head up, give him room to move that arm back, and that Kimura can happen.
Between the UFC and Bellator, Chael 6 fights at light heavyweight, 10 at middleweight. Tonight weighing in at 222, 222 pounds. In this heavyweight fight against Rampage, utilizing the Turk, and nobody did it better than Randy Couture, his old teammate.
His old teammate, the one guy that Chael says, I'm afraid of him.
That was when I met you back in 1997, Shin Yokohama, Japan.
Yeah, a long time ago. All of us are old guys now.
Yes, indeed we are. Randy Couture, Maurice Smith.
It's really a nice job of what Chael is doing. His ability to position on top of Rampage. He's got great hip pressure down. He's got the half guard. He's not trying to move past the half guard. He keeps attacking that Kimura, but I don't think he's going to complete it from this position. Quinton needs to move his hips, start to shrip his hips out towards the left, and get himself back to either a full guard or start to scramble out of the position.
All right, for a quick second, put on your referee hat. Chael staying busy enough for Blake Price to let them continue here?
Well, with what Chael's doing when he's isolating the arm, that's where Blake is starting to stall out.
Let's go down.
Final seconds of the second. This is Bellator MMA. Five minutes remain.
Rampage knows he's down. He knows he needs to hurt Chael. Good job of Chael closing the distance on him. Chael again gets the grip. It's got an S grip, over under. It's not a great position as far as getting down, but he keeps on being able to sweep that leg. He gets a hook on the outside, hook on the inside for an inside or outside trip. It's working well for him. He cannot do it where he's got his back on the fence right now.
Stay busy, guys. Let's go work. Don't hold his shorts, Quinton. Thank you. I got you.
1 minute into the third and final round.
Now, both fighters right now, neither one's doing much when you look at Chael. Chael's just sitting there holding position and saying, hey, as the time goes down, this is great for me. Quinton needs to separate and look for that big shot now. There you go, opening up.
Can Rampage do damage this close?
He can if Chael starts to just grab his head like this. Is not a smart thing for Chael to do. Chael's starting to do what we call a front naked choke, but it's not going to work in this position where he's at.
Rampage looking to dig in with some more body shots.
You get hit to the body in the right place, as we've seen in prior fights. Look at a body shot will put you down.
Aaron Pico, 2 body shots and his second pro win earlier tonight.
Again, not much going on, but for Chael, this is good. For Quinton, Quinton needs to start to move. He needs to start to separate. He needs to start to either throw in elbows or continue to throw those body shots inside, but he cannot stay with what he's doing.
Chael Sonnen has not lost a decision in close to 15 years. 17-1, lifetime in fights that go the distance. Blake Price breaks them. They're in the center of the cage. This is Rampage's opportunity.
That's Rampage throwing him off. That's good fighting by Rampage. Smart of Chael to try to close that distance.
Big swing and a miss.
That big swing and a miss will take the gas right out of you. Quinton's trying. He's going after him now. He knows that he needs to land a shot that's going to hurt Chael. And it doesn't matter if you're saying you're telling him to come towards you.
Two legends of the sport.
Come on, guys. Let's fight.
You know what he's trying to do.
Absolutely.
But why he's trying to do it, John, the seconds keep ticking down.
My dad used to tell me, never play another man's game. And Chael is doing exactly what my dad would tell him. Don't play his game, you fight your fight.
It's a good body shot a moment ago by Rampage. Over under middle of the cage here. Time ticking away on fight 1 of our heavyweight Grand Prix.
There goes Chael, that inside trip again. Look at, that's just years of wrestling and knowing, hey, if I drive enough, you watched how he turned the corner with it, that's why it worked.
And right before he did so, Rampage put his foot on Chael's foot, trying to make him a bit immobile, but Sonnen able to counter and put him on his back again.
Did exactly what he needed to do for him to try to win this fight.
Let's go, guys.
That's smart fighting. You cannot blame Chael Sonnen for anything he's done in this fight. It's been a very intelligent fight from an intelligent fighter. Quitting trying to open up. Time's running out. He's got to move. He's got to scramble. He's got to do something quick.
Let's go, guys. Work.
This has been a superb fight by Chael. You can sit there and not like it. Referee's involving himself now. And Chael's actually trying to work.
Final seconds of this 3-round fight. They go the distance.
Hey, gentlemen, well done. My pleasure to be here with you.
Look at that position that Chael's trying to take. There's a beautiful inside trip. I mean, when you're looking at how to do something, he's doing great things. Rampage trying to go after him at the end of that fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go to your judges at cage side. Brian Miner, Michael Bell, Ron McCarthy, all scored exactly the same, 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision. Now advancing in the heavyweight world Grand Prix, Chael, the American Gangster, Sonnen.
Tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. 40-year-old Mitrione against 35-year-old Bader.
You got a 25-pound difference. I don't think that's a big problem, but that 79-inch reach, that is a problem that Bader's gonna have to deal with.
Football League. Here we go! Red gloves for the southpaw, the right-handed southpaw Mitrione, blue gloves for Ryan Bader, and boom, there's the shot, there's the first takedown.
And you're looking at, Bader did exactly what we've been talking about. He's been coming out, jumping towards the middle. Matt tried to take the middle of the cage. Bader puts him on his back. This is Bader's world right now.
You can talk about the knockouts and falling in love with his hands, but Ryan Bader's also a smart guy, and that's the best place to put Mitrione.
Exactly. Look at, take away all that power. And you saw when Bader decided to come up, he's holding the leg, keeping the leg so he cannot get himself back up. Again, look at the arm, controlling the leg. Bader is a master at this. He is incredibly good at keeping people on the ground.
Mitrione trying to work his way back up. He's got to be careful not to be taken back down.
Right now, it's impressive that Matt's got himself back to his feet, but this is going to be the grind. And this is when Matt was talking about how horrible the camp was. It was this type of grind that he was having to do every day, and now he's doing it in the cage against Bader.
One leg in, back to half guard at least. This is what Josh Thompson was talking about.
Look at
Bader's ability to stay all over his opponent.
And look at the left hand of Bader. Look at what it's doing, lacing that wrist, bringing his wrist over. He's starting to control Matt Mitrione's wrist, opening up with that left hand. This is what he does so well.
To the body. Bader has that leg free. Now he utilizes it to lace his opponent like you talked about, John, and keep the control.
Yeah, and this is when we're talking about the grind. This is the grind. Matt Mitrione is having to work very hard. He's burning a lot of energy, getting himself back to his feet. And then when he gets back to his feet, if Ryan Bader takes him back down, it was all for naught.
3 for 3. Just like that.
This is what I would say Mitrione should do. Start utilizing that fence, start to wall walk, and get yourself turning so Bader has to turn his hands, let go of his hands to try to create and turn the position.
Midway point of round number 1. This fight scheduled for 3 rounds. If we had a draw at the end of 15 minutes, we would have a sudden victory round. But all Bader Wrestling 101 ground and pound thus far.
When we talk about fighting and wearing a guy down or taking them into deep waters, this is exactly what Ryan Bader is doing right now with Matt Mitrione. He is making him work. He's making him work in areas that he's not comfortable. Matt on his feet can go all day long, but in this position, Ryan is slowly taking away the gas. And Matt Mitrione, he's in trouble right now.
Big shots here. Could he finish it? Right here, right now. Ryan Bader all over Matt Mitrione.
Mitrione's got to move. There you go. If he doesn't move, he's going to be asking the referee to stop the fight. So when you start to open up, even though you're going to get hit, I've got to change the position. Take a look at Ryan Bader's right arm. Look what it's doing with the right hand of Mitrione. It's trapped in there, and he cannot do anything with his right hand.
And then when Matt looks to protect his head, Bader goes to the body.
See how that hand is holding that arm back? That is creating nothing but problems for Matt Mitrione.
Big shots by Ryan Bader.
This is where I said when Ryan Bader gets guys on the ground, look at, he's so technically good now on the ground. He is that guy he's like Khabib. When Khabib gets on top of you, he just has a flow, and it's a wave that does not stop.
A lot of body shots thrown by Bader. 45 seconds. Mitrione literally trying to survive this first round.
Bader using that head as a third arm. What Matt Mitrione is trying to do, he's trying to get himself to that second round so he can get back to his feet and hopefully land a big shot on Ryan Bader.
20 seconds. Again, a shot to the face of Matt Mitrione. 10 seconds. Huge round one for the light heavyweight champion, Ryan Bader. That, Big John, was a 10-8.
That was a 10-8 round, no doubt about it. Ryan Bader damaged him, and he dominated him in that round.
And Ryan Bader has never lost a decision. Mitrione comes out swinging.
And Matt put himself exactly where he cannot put himself, up against the fence. Don't overextend.
And Bader on top again. Coming into the fight with King Mo, Ryan Bader said he felt better than he's ever felt in his life. He's coming off the fastest 2-mile run ever. Said he even feels better coming into this fight tonight. And man, does he look like that thus far.
He does. You know, he put a lot of energy out in that first round, Mike. And look at him. He's still going strong, which is saying he is in shape. He's got the arm in a nice position right now. He just needs to take his time. You can get the Kimura from here, but you got to be smart in the way you do it since his legs are not in the right position, but he can still create pressure on Matt Mitrione. He let go of it.
Bader, if you're a wrestler right now, Bader utilizing the Turk. Trying to pin that arm down.
How often has he done that in his life? This is what we're talking about. You just don't learn how to stop the wrestling that he has done for his entire life in an 8-week camp. You can learn stuff, but your ability to make it work for you becomes very difficult.
Big shots by Bader. Don't forget, go to the Bellator app. Download it now if you don't have it. We will have our Bellator 207 post show from the Miller Lite Fight Desk. Interviews to break the night down. That is coming up after our live show here on the Bellator app.
You can see Bader doing the same thing. He's going back to the same things because they work for him. Look at him with wrist control. Even when Matt Mitrione turns, he's got wrist control holding that arm down.
Oh my!
Now he can start to create problems.
Does he have it?
Does not have it yet,
tapped.
but he needs to get it up, bend that arm at the elbow. If he can bend it at the elbow or bring his leg over Matt's head to extend Matt's arm, he's got a good chance of catching this Kimura.
Mitrione almost tapped. You saw it.
It was close.
Bader doing his thing that he's been doing since age 7, wrestling. Dominant so far against Mitrione.
I want you to think about how much offense are you seeing out of Matt Mitrione in this fight so far? 0. And that's why you're getting these dominant rounds. Ryan Bader is doing everything offensive, and Matt is trying to stop it because it's just this, again, this wave it just keeps flowing over the top of you, and it seems almost impossible to stop. He's got nothing with that leg.
Nope. And Bader fighting through everything. Embrace the grind.
And this is when you're looking at the fight and you're saying Matt Mitrione's got such good movement, he does. But then he tries to just get that moment, that little thing, and he overextends, ends up next to the fence. Ryan Bader's into him, and he has been on his butt now for the entire round because of that overextension at the beginning.
Just smothering attack by Ryan Bader. Added 10 pounds of muscle. Longer strength and conditioning, he said, for this fight. But mentally, he is in a different place. He is on a different stratosphere than he was earlier in his career.
And what becomes so hard right now for Matt Mitrione, Matt is in shape. He has been working here, so you know that he's been through the grind, but he's tired now, so his ability to explode up is basically gone because of all of that pressure that Ryan Bader has brought.
In the full guard now. Doesn't mean Ryan can't posture up and do damage. Thought it was very interesting, John, when you brought up to Ryan about him training with Stipe Miocic for the Daniel Cormier fight. He said, man, I hung in there with Stipe, and when I left Cleveland, Ohio, I had the confidence that I truly am one of the best heavyweights in the world. And so far, he's proven so good. Better than so good for Bader. Another dominant round by the All-American wrestler out of Arizona State. Third and final round. Bader shoots and scores again.
There's your blast double. And look at, it's so hard to stop, especially when you've been beat on for 10 minutes, and now you're trying to move your feet. It's hard to get out of that way.
5-fight win streak. 4 wins by knockout. Big John scorecard, another 10-8 round for Ryan Darth Bader.
Look at when you have no offense for 5 minutes. That's domination. He is dominating, and there's duration to it. The judges should be giving Ryan Bader that credit. I look at Matt Mitrione, he needs to either knock out or submit Ryan Bader if he wants to win this fight.
As I mentioned earlier, Bader has never lost a decision. 10-0 in 3-round fights that have gone the distance. Now 11 minutes without offense for Mitrione.
And Matt right now, he needs to take the big chance. I know it's like you're just trying to hold on for a little bit to say, just give me I'm going to get to a better position. That better position is not going to come with Ryan Bader on top of you right now. Being in guard, he likes being in guard. He's got you against the fence, and he can sit here and pound on you for the next 3 minutes and 30 seconds to the end of this fight.
And this is what Chael Sonnen is going to look to do to Fedor tomorrow night live right here on Paramount.
Yeah, but the big difference for Chael is Fedor has a ground game. He is a submission master, and I can tell you his hips are explosive. He's not going to just sit in guard. This is a position if Chael wants to be successful, get to half guard, get to side control, and he can do damage to Fedor.
Ryan looking for a finish here, 3 minutes on the clock.
Again, look at that lace of that right arm. Ryan Bader has got that down. He does that just without even thinking about it anymore.
Man, does Matt even have the energy to get back up?
No, it is so humbling to be in this position where you're working your butt off to fight, and this guy keeps on bringing you back down, taking you down, trying to get up. He did, and he's right back down.
He had the leg lace.
Exactly.
He had the leg lace.
Exactly.
Josh was talking about chaining his wrestling together. Man, oh man, what a performance by Ryan Bader. Past the midway point of our third and final round.
You have to be so impressed with what Ryan Bader has done in this fight, and you have to be impressed with Matt Mitrione that he is still hanging in here trying. After all the damage he has taken, all the punishment, he has not given up.
Under 2 Bader's pace has been outstanding as well.
Which is proving that all those things he was talking about, the 6-minute mile, all that, it's true because he has put out some energy here tonight and he has not slowed down.
Winner of 10 of his last 11, trying to make Bellator history to become the first man to hold 2 belts simultaneously.
So, you know, a lot of guys in this position, they're going to look to go and try to bring that hook over. Bader's comfortable where he's at. He's a wrestler and he's going, oh, I like this Turk position. This is where I want to be. This is where I can do damage. I don't even care about mount.
Mitrione won't go away, but still no offense for Matt Mitrione. Everything just nullified and neutralized by Darth Bader. Full mount. Up against the cage right in front of us. 50 seconds away from the finals. His holds just happen to be what I am really good at.
Oh, no doubt about it. We've talked about it. We said, look, the problem with this is Mitrione's weaknesses are, that's Bader's strength. And so he's got to work his way past that. And that's not an easy thing to do.
Game, set, match. In 20 seconds. And another shot. He drags him back down.
It's like being drowned. It's a horrible feeling. And I give Matt Mitrione nothing but props. He has hung in here against an incredible fighter in Ryan Bader and what he's done tonight.
Ryan Bader is in the finals of the Heavyweight World Grand Prix.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the official judges' scorecards, we go to Dave Peabody, scoring at 30-25. David Torelli, 30-24. Judge Eric Colon, 30-25. All have it for the winner by unanimous decision. Now advancing to the finals of the Heavyweight World Grand Prix, Ryan Darth Bader.
Tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. 42-year-old Fedor Emelianenko against 41-year-old Chael P. Sonnen. Look at the weight.
Look at that record, 37-5, 30-15. We're talking about 2 guys that have been in this sport for over 20 years, and you've only got 5 losses on Fedor in 20 years.
236 for Emelianenko, 227 for Chael Sonnen. Reach advantage to the last emperor. Come down and beat him up. Here we go. Tonight's fight card.
Big shot.
He's heard Miller Lite.
Chael Sonnen has now tasted the power of Fedor Emelianenko. Another shot.
Big shot immediately thrown by Fedor.
Those shots are going to slow down those takedown attempts. When you're getting nailed, you don't want to come in again.
Boom. And the takedown attempt hasn't worked yet, but it does now. But look at this.
And that's the sambo of Fedor Emelianenko. This is what people don't understand. He is a phenomenal grappler.
Fedor, 15 wins by submission, 13 wins by knockout.
One of the things that used to happen in Pride, Fedor had some of the best ground and pound we have ever seen. He has turned into a stand-up fighter, doesn't even seem to want to fight on the ground anymore.
Look at that. This is not good for Chael Sonnen.
Chael keeps coming back.
Yep, this is what Frank and Josh talked about. If Chael can't take him down, this fight could be very short.
It could, but I'm telling you, this is what makes Chael Sonnen who he is. He is a gangster when it comes to he does not quit. Look at that takedown. Look at him going after it. He will not stop. He will continue to press until you put him down. That was not a smart move.
Big shots from Fedor. Looking to finish it right here, right now.
Chael is sticking with it, but Chael made a big, what he did is he tried to hook in and roll Fedor over to get his back. It didn't work for him. It was an attempt at something. I give him credit for trying, but you got to be careful when you're working with Fedor.
The explosiveness of Fedor Emelianenko on display prominently here early in this fight.
We were talking earlier about positioning and where Chael needed to be. Fedor keeps getting to those positions that Chael wants to be in.
24 first-round finishes for Fedor Emelianenko.
Chael was pressing the action. You can see Fedor is breathing a little bit. A little bit of a rush, a little bit of adrenaline high. He's breathing hard, and Chael's got this takedown.
That is Chael Sonnen 101 right there.
It is, and he's in the position he needs to be to do damage to Fedor. This half-guard position is a great position for Chael Sonnen right now.
So far, Fedor doing a good job of controlling the posture of Chael Sonnen. And he continues to do so.
I think both fighters are trying to settle themselves down, grab some air, just get their heart rate going where they're comfortable so they can start to open up and attack again.
Absolutely, Big John, a frenetic pace to the start of this fight. Big shot landed immediately by Fedor. He had Chael down, beating him up, and now Chael Sonnen on top.
Nice move by Chael to get to that mount. But wow, this is where, on the ground, in this position, Fedor can be dangerous. He is a ground and pound master when he decides to go for it.
At the very top of the show, we talked about a similar type of attack for Chael as we saw from Ryan Bader, but with some twists and some big punches.
That was a big right hand. Big right hand that Fedor landed on Chael. Chael is hanging tough. Love what I see out of him right now. He's got to move this.
Looking to finish right here, right now.
He's not being hurt, but he's got to move when Dan tells him to move.
And it's all over! Fedor Emelianenko will fight Ryan Bader for the heavyweight world championship. First round finish, 12th John by knockout.
Watch the hands here. Left hand comes up straight into the jaw of Chael Sonnen, but he weathered the storm on all of them. He got hit early, he got hit hard, but he kept pressing forward, going after the takedowns. It just wasn't meant to be for him to stay on top of Fedor. This is a position, loses control. I understand what he was trying to do and snap Fedor over with him. It didn't work for him. He ended up taking some shots for it. And here, what we're seeing is Fedor landing those shots, and Chael is not responding. You hear Dan Miragliotta tell him you got to move.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, it comes to an end officially. 4 minutes, 46 seconds into round number 1 by TKO. He advances to the finals of the Bellator Heavyweight World Grand Prix, the last Emperor, Fedor Emelianenko.
Tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. The last Emperor, 7 years the elder of the light heavyweight champion.
Take a look at those records. Those are two accomplished fighters that are at the top of the game.
Look at the weights, 236.2, 227.8. Here we go! Red gloves for the last Emperor. Blue gloves for Ryan Darth Bader.
Bader trying to get rid of a little bit of nervous energy he's got in him. Fedor being the normal stoic guy, he's going to do a little bit of half hitch. That's his fate. And watch for that right. Oh, it's going to be over.
Big shot! And it's all over! Just like
call it. Frank Mir called that fight a couple of minutes ago when he said that lead left hook. He saw that as the shot that could be the difference in this fight, just like it was in the Mo Long fight, and absolutely called it perfect. There's your lead left hook. It hits him. It hurts him. It's over at that point. That right hand wasn't even necessary.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, it comes to an end officially 35 seconds into round number 1 by knockout. He is the winner of the Heavyweight World Grand Prix, and now the new Bellator Heavyweight World Champion, Ryan Bader.